Hello there, fragrance lovers. Welcome to Fab Trends by me. I'm so pleased you could join me today. So as you can see from the title, yes, we are talking about a brand new house out of Australia, and this is ANKAKUS. And oh my gosh, this is one half of Fulton Manley. So this is fragrances by Ali. I'm so excited. Are you? If you've sampled fragrances from Fulton Manley, then you would have kind of an idea of what you can expect, like lovely wow fragrances, and this is what you would get. So today we are focusing on Ismail Efendi, and this is the Rose Bandit, and as well Jezebel. So I've got a bottle of Jezebel and I've got samples as well. So thank you so much to Arabian Perfumes UK for supplying me with the samples. They send me samples. So these are the other three samples I will be talking to you about in an upcoming video. Let's start off with Ismail Efendi. So Ismail Efendi, as you can tell from the name, yes, it is a rose fragrance, and oh my gosh, rose, I've realized so many ways you could make a rose fragrance, so many interpretations, and this is one of the best interpretations. Yes, so as you can guess, there's quite it is a very much a rosy, lovely, musky, sensual rose fragrance. I'll tell you the notes. The listed notes in this, you've got at the top there's rose, oregano and musk, and in middle notes you get damask rose, there's rose otto, there's raspberry, lavender, carnation, you get some saffron, there's narcissus, and you get patchouli as well. In the base we have ambergris, cedar and benzoin. So from the composition we do get three different types of roses in there, so this is quite rather exciting. So I'm just gonna, I've got dry down here, I've got the dry down, and I'm just going to spray now just to refresh the nose for those top notes, and I can smell it already. This is really lovely. This is absolutely gorgeous. The opening, yes, the opening is a lovely, gorgeous, musky rose, and that oregano, and it has a lovely sweetness as well from the raspberries. Yes, really nice. And the lavender and the carnation, they just had a lovely touch of depth to the fragrance, like really giving a nice depth. And as well, this is really a lovely chypre floral. Sorry, I've got a bit on my hands as I was spraying. It did splatter a bit on my fingers. Ah, gorgeous. Sorry. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. Like, oh, rosy, musky, very nice. Yes, and as well, this fragrance, it's really beautifully composed, and I'll be honest with you, it is quite well blended. The patchouli in this is quite earthy, and how this works together, that raspberry, that carnation, and I'll tell you, the raspberry doesn't get like sweet in your face. It's really just beautifully blended with the lavender, that lovely sweetness, and the patchouli is more of a earthy sweetness, earthy patchouli, really, really lovely. And as well, this is quite, it does warm up in the dry down, so you get that earth patchouli, and then you do get the benzoin as well, and I feel like the benzoin is just helping maybe to really add depth and strength to this fragrance. And as well, when you get that ambergris and the saffron in the mid, you do get the saffron, and the saffron, I feel like the saffron does stay till the end of the fragrance as well with the rose. And then in the dry down you get that lovely saffron, rose, the musk and the amber, giving it a nice warmth to the fragrance. And this is quite sensual as well to my nose. It's really a lovely, this is not your grandma kind of rose fragrance. This is like modern, utterly gorgeous, luxurious. It's very luxurious smelling, this rose, it is. And as well, it's quite sensual, and I feel like in as much as it is lovely, well blended, if you are expecting that this fragrance is gonna be one of those shouty fragrances, you know, in your face fragrances, it's not. it is beautifully done in a way that it's not offensive. You know, some rose fragrances can be a bit too much, almost like they are screaming for attention. This one doesn't. It does project, yes, but it's very moderately so, to the point where it's just enough without being offensive. But yes, someone standing next to you, they are gonna smell you and they're gonna enjoy it most likely. Yes, this is one of those lovely fragrances that you enjoy for yourself as well. Like, I don't think that I would wear this for example to a club. This would be more like a date night, then you can wear this, because then I feel like even close encounters, this is gonna, wow, yes. This is definitely one of the best rose fragrances I've sampled, and this is enough without being in your face, and this is like understated elegance, just gorgeous. Yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. And the way the notes work together as well, I'm now smelling the dry down here, and this is where I spread. Really nice. The dry down is lovely, warm. Yes, lovely, warm, sensual, very musky. It's a lovely sensual musk. This is definitely white musks in here, lovely sensual white musks. So that is the Rose Bandit, and this fragrance has quite an interesting story. So if you care to, check it out on their website. I'm going to leave all the details down in the description below. Right, so that was the Rose Bandit, Ismail Efendi. Now, moving on, we come to Jezebel. Yes, so as you can see, I've won quite a lot out of this. I really did enjoy my samples, and after sampling, this is the one, because I sampled, my husband sampled, and we thought we're gonna buy the one which we are both feeling the most first, like the one which we wanted to buy first, and we decided we were gonna buy first the Jezebel. And hang on, so that's the sample. So Jezebel comes in this box like so, so it's just a simple box, and that's so Jezebel, and this is 50ml, and obviously these are available from Arabian Perfumes UK. I'm gonna leave their details down below in the comment section. If you care to, you can check them out. I believe they do have samples. If you don't see samples listed on their website for what you are looking for, it's always a good idea to message them. They are very responsive and they can help you out with whatever you need. They have a lot of niche brands, indie brands, so check it out. Right, moving along. Jezebel. So the presentation for Jezebel, just your standard bottle like so, and obviously you've got a sticker like so, and obviously black cap comes off and black finish there. So oh my gosh, no, save the bottle for now. I'm gonna spray from the decant, because well, we are at the bottom. Look at that. Yes, that's how much we've won out of it, and rightly so, because if you care to find out more about what the brand is written about, Jezebel, and what inspired them obviously to name this fragrance and the creation, please do have a look on their website, because I do not want to bore you with reading books here. Anyway, so Jezebel as a fragrance, this is a note from the brand. It says it's a dark, mysterious and intoxicating, and as well alluring and enticing. So the listed notes in this, you've got at the top there is pear, there is chocolate. The middle notes, we've got rose damascena, we've got Moroccan jasmine, there's vanilla, there's tuber, and as well we do have cashmere musk. At the base we have osmanthus, West Australian sandalwood, there is amber, there is Madagascan vanilla, and tonka bean. Now, I know what you are thinking. Looking at that composition, you would think this is gonna be a gourmand sweet delight. It's not. Not at all. If you are thinking this is gonna be something sweet, it is not. Because the way this fragrance is blended, and as well, I realize obviously going with the theme, with the name of the fragrance, I do get it, and oh my gosh, they nailed it. Yes, they nailed it, because when you think about Jezebel, you are thinking about her being almost like a dark, dangerous woman. And then you think about the fact that she was very seductive. So this is how the fragrance goes. The opening with this fragrance, I'm gonna spray it. I've got a dry down again. Oh, this is nice. I've got dry down on here. I'm just gonna go here in my upper inner arm like so, and spray it just to refresh the nose for that opening. The opening is so lovely. It is chocolatey, but this is not sweet chocolate. This is more like, this is dark, almost bitter, dark bitter chocolate. It's not, and that pear just gives adds like, imagine fresh, almost sparkly pear with that dark chocolate, and this is what you get, like literally it's not sweet in your face. There is nothing sweet about this, to be honest, to my nose at least. And as well, there's that I pick out like a bubblegum, but you know, not like when you get the bubblegum, chew it instantly, that lovely sweetness. Like when you've been chewing it for a while and all the sweetness is gone, the smell remains. That's what I get, like there's a bubblegum smell. It's not listed, but that's what, I don't know, I pick that out. So, and my husband did too. So there's quite an hint like a bubblegum, which is quite lovely, I must say. Like the smell of that, the lovely bitter chocolate, the bit of pear and the bubblegum just smells so lovely. And as well, this really has a darkness to it in the top, and then you do get that rose come through, and then obviously that jasmine, and almost like after 10 minutes wearing this fragrance you do get that vanilla come forward as well, and the vanilla does stay like richly till the end of the fragrance. And as well, the rose in here is quite dark as well, I feel, to my nose. It's quite a dark rose in this, and well, I would say it's probably like a black rose or something, but it's like a dark rose, like a rich dark rose. That's what I get. And then when you get to the dry down, is where things get even more exciting, because you get that the osmanthus as well, adding lovely depth to the fragrance, and then you get that sandalwood with the vanilla. Sandalwood and vanilla is really a match made in heaven, and oh my god, do they work beautifully together here. Like literally they work so beautifully together, and that amber adds a lovely warmth to that composition. It never gets like sweet, it's literally like lovely sensual, quite warm. It does warm up as well in the dry down. And then that tonka bean, and if you are expecting that this is gonna be really sweet in your face, gourmand, it does not at all, not at any point. It's just a gorgeous lovely vanilla, beautifully done. And as well, the warmth and depth that the sandalwood and the vanilla adds to this fragrance, and that jasmine as well, it is there, and it just creates a lovely atmosphere of sensual notes mingling together so beautifully. So, and it's just gorgeous, utterly divine. You know, I do love vanilla fragrances, but this is not your average vanilla fragrance. This is vanilla done beautifully, and this is vanilla done, and this is nice because I'm looking forward to update my vanilla fragrance list, because we've had some big players come into the collection since we did the last one. But OMG, this is lovely vanilla. If you love vanilla, you love oriental fragrances, I urge you to try it, because this is utterly gorgeous. And as well, this fragrance is very much unisex. I would enjoy it much more in cooler weather, but then again, even maybe in warmer weather, maybe in the evening, you could get away with this. But definitely cooler weather, this is gorgeous, and this time of the year, perfect time for it, because it gives you a lovely coziness about it as well in the dry down. Like it goes from being almost a bit dark, you know, mysterious, to like, oh, so lovely, cuddly, sensual, very nice, very comforting, just gorgeous stuff. And as well, this fragrance obviously is available from Arabian Perfumes, and they have distributors as well in Turkey, and they have distributors in the US at Sealed Essence. If you love the sound of this, or if you have sampled this, I am very curious to hear your thoughts. All in all, this is a lovely, gorgeous vanilla fragrance. If you love vanilla fragrances or you don't like sweet vanilla, definitely this is one to check out. A gorgeous fragrance. And as for performance, these fragrances are EDP. These fragrances perform, so you get a good 10 hours with this. I did get 8 to 10 hours. I hope you enjoyed this review of ANKAKUS, Jezebel and the Rose Bandit, Ismail Efendi. If you watched to the end, thank you so much for sticking around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I shall see you very soon. Do take care. Bye.